July 2019. This is for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising, and as it is a general reading, not everything may apply to you, or it may apply to different Tauruses in different ways. So, if you'd like an individual reading or a personalized reading with me, you can schedule that through my calendar. Excuse me. Or send a message through Facebook or Instagram, or an email to Jenn at jensmithcoaching.com. So, big announcement, my Facebook group is now open for you to request to join if you're interested. If you're interested in diving deeper into intuition, deeper into having more tarot readings or individual tarot readings, dream interpretation, astrology, Reiki, everything magical and spiritual, then and in connecting with, like-minded community. So check it out. I will put a link in the comments after the video, and we've got some big stuff happening astrologically this month. So right off the bat, we are having a new moon solar eclipse in Cancer on July 2nd, and then on July 7th, Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Leo, where it will be retrograde until July 31st. So then the very next day, July 8th, Chiron also goes retrograde, and this is a really big retrograde phase for us right now. So we have this month Mercury and Chiron going retrograde, all while Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune are still retrograde right now. So this is a really big retrograde phase for us, which is actually pretty awesome. And I'll be doing a video on Chiron retrograde and probably Mercury retrograde and all kinds of stuff too after I'm done. I've got 2 left, so Taurus and then Aries, and then I'm done with all of the monthly tarot readings for July. And so after that, then I'll get into some of the astrological videos, and I invite you to go check those out because it's a really, really big month and some really big stuff is happening, and I'm kind of excited about it. But we're not done yet. So then we've got a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn on July 16th. So 2 eclipses this month, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. And then we also have 2 new moons this month. So the second new moon in the same month is called a black moon. So that's happening on July 31st, which is also the same day Mercury will be going direct. So lots of big stuff happening. So check back and watch some of the other videos as well. Okay, let's get to your reading, Taurus. Fellow Taurians, this is for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2019. Let's see what's going on for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2019. That's the one. There we go. I love it. The High Priestess. Awesome, Taurus. You guys are definitely going to need to be connecting with your intuition. This card, I think, has come up for almost every sign. And I think largely in part because we've got such a huge astrological influence this month that this is really part of the energies that everyone is going to be working with. So Taurus, working on not focusing on the negative things. This indicates that You know, sure, there are some things that aren't going right or the way you want them to, but don't just focus on the negative. There are also things positive going on in your life right now. And don't get stuck. Don't get stuck on what's not going right. There might be a tendency to do that a little bit. So it looks like there may be some debate coming up this month, some argument maybe with some people, maybe arguing over, you know, be careful not to argue for the things that you don't want, right? So if you're so stuck on what's not going right, you could get into a phase of where you're arguing for that, like proving that this is wrong, that this is bad, this is not working right, this sucks, right? But do you really want to put energy into focusing and proving that something's wrong when you could be putting your energy into a solution for it, or focusing on the good things as well? Like I'm hearing like the serenity prayer, you know, like focus on the things, you know, that you can control and let go of the things that you can't control. There's a spiritual message in all of this too. So as you find yourself debating with things, there may be a spiritual message in what's coming up. And as you find yourself focusing on the negative things, there may be a spiritual message that's coming up. Again, a huge part of that is going to be connecting with your intuition. Patience, dear Taurus, patience. Yes, okay. So, Taurus, there are some frustrating things going to be happening, and here's the deal. If you're not patient and you push too hard, again, this is a similar message that was coming up in other readings as well, then, so we've got the Hanged Man, which means a period of limbo, a period of waiting, a need for patience, just a need for waiting, okay? And if you push too hard or you try to force something, then you end up being that bull in the china shop that knocks everything over and the shit hits the fan. The Tower card can come up, but there are also, like, this month is requiring us to slow down and to reflect and to go within a lot, right? And if we try to move too fast or blow through things, then that's when stuff's going to blow up in our face and accidents are going to happen and things aren't going to go the way we want. And then we'll be stuck in that negative loop of, oh my God, the shit hit the fan kind of thing, right? But here's the thing, like, you have a huge victory. You have a huge victory this month as well. And so you can reach that victory through like completely destroying everything, or you can reach that through waiting and through patience and connecting with your intuition and taking the slower route, which is a little bit frustrating, but you're supported in slowing down this month. Yeah, Taurus, you guys, I know, tend to really kind of feel heartbroken when things don't go your way. It's not just like you're upset or sad or down or whatever that things didn't go your way, but like full on heartbroken that something didn't go your way. This could also be, you know, we'll see what the romance card says, but this could also be kind of some heartbreak to some degree. But at the same time, right next to it, even though there may be some heartbreak or something, feeling heartbroken because something didn't go your way, something else very quickly comes out of nowhere, which is like a gift from the heavens. Something unexpected, something miraculous is going to come out of nowhere. So you do have this victory, right? There's endings and there's new beginnings, and there's a lot of it, right? This month there's a lot of endings and a lot of new beginnings for everybody, but it's really showing up for you guys, Taurus. And in how quickly you can let go of the things that are no longer serving you and be open to something new coming in. So you've also got some decisions. I'm going to pull another card. So it's like you're weighing your options. Like, do I let this crumble and let this fall and walk away from this? Or do I try really hard to make something happen? So weighing your options, right? Where do I hold off and stick with it? Words, come on, words. How do I know when to stick with something and be patient and wait it out, and when to just like cut bait and move on. That's kind of what you're going to be weighing, those options this month. And that's tricky. That can be tricky. But either way, the way to make your decision is going to be to connect with your intuition. Okay, and you're moving forward spiritually. You've got forward motion in a spiritual aspect of things. So connecting with your intuition is going to help you move forward with making these decisions better. Okay, Taurus, your romance card for July 2019. Okay, you got 2. Okay, so pay attention to the red flags. The signs are. Okay, so in the romance department, Taurus, pay attention to the red flags. So I'm going to recommend journaling. So in your romantic life, whether you're with somebody or meeting new people or whatever's going on for you romantically, I'm going to recommend journaling as much as you can, because this is where you'll be able to write things down. As soon as you notice a red flag about somebody, you can write it down, because typically people tend to bypass red flags. But if you've written it down in your journal, you can refer back to it and be like, okay, so that's like a way to not be able to just pretend you didn't see the red flag, or to explain it away somehow, or make an excuse for it. So pay attention to the red flags in your romantic life, because the signs are cautioning you in some way. Now, connected with that as well is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your life. And here again, this is where you're going to need to be patient and to wait things out a little bit. And patience, I know, is hard sometimes, but it's worth waiting for, right? It's worth waiting for. So if you're seeing red flags in a certain area and you're being cautioned, then just wait, right? Now, here's the thing. It's going to be different for each person. So waiting, you may end up receiving information that explains this legitimately somehow, and it's not actually a red flag, because there is some illusion and delusion going on this month as well. So waiting may bring you information that resolves whatever concern there may have been. Or waiting may bring a better person in who is a better fit for you that doesn't have these same red flags. So waiting, Taurus, being patient. Patience is going to be a big word for you guys. And connecting with your intuition, okay? So allow any anger or frustration to come up that does, and allow it to pass, and connect with your intuition. All right, have a good month, and we will see you next time.